Affairs editor Armin Georgian joins us on set. Welcome, Armin.
Thank you.
These two leaders eventually agreed to bury the hatchet after the Russian plane was shot down over Turkey's airspace. But business and trade ties aren't fully back to normal yet. What's at stake here?
Well, at stake is to get the Turkish stream gas pipeline moving forward. That's been stalled since this normalization process started, but it's now set to start. Construction is meant to start in the second half of the year, so obviously that would sort of bring Turkey and Russia much closer together in terms of energy policy. There's been some progress in the tourism sector. The Russian tourism to Turkey has taken off again. That's obviously very important for Turkish, the hospitality industry. Various restrictions on Turkish business people in Russia still remain, however, so I think these two leaders will be looking at that. One important area we need to watch from this meeting is if they say anything about the S-400 air defense system. This is basically a ground-to-air system that Russia is considering selling to Turkey. Turkey's been in negotiations for a while to try to get this. This is a system which is currently in place over Crimea, and it would be quite extraordinary if this were confirmed, because after all, it was Turkey that shot down a Russian plane in November 2015. Turkey already benefiting from NATO technology. Why Russia would be willing for it to acquire this technology on top of that is something that might seem a bit surprising.
Now, what about the Turkey-Russia relations in regards to Syria? Of course, we know that Vladimir Putin is hoping to be the king of the Middle East, so to speak, with that ongoing conflict there.
Well, the two countries have come much closer together, actually. I mean, if you compare to a few years ago, now Turkey has abandoned its insistence that Bashar al-Assad must step down. Meanwhile, Russia has warmed up a little bit to the idea of a political transition in Syria, so it doesn't seem totally hooked on Assad, providing that Russia's military and economic interests are guaranteed in Syria in such a transition. So there's certainly more overlap between Turkey and Russia than there was a few years ago. However, the immediate bone of contention is the role of the Syrian Kurds. Now, Turkey said it was going to conduct airstrikes against Syrian Kurdish fighters in Manbij, but it backed off when Russia started to move convoys towards Manbij along with its Syrian government allies. That basically sort of precluded any Turkish military action, and it was a way of Russia to say to Turkey, look, for us, the Syrian Kurds are still an important player, still an important factor, and the United States actually agree with that. Just last Wednesday, the head of the US-led coalition in Iraq and Syria said that Syrian Kurds would take part in the upcoming attack on Raqqa, that is the de facto capital of ISIS in Syria. So both the US and Russia still want the Kurds to be involved, the Syrian Kurds to be involved. Turkey does not, but Turkey does not seem to be winning that argument at the moment.
Right, especially after Putin